A freshman place kicker can come in and make an immediate contribution. And to talk more about that, we'll bring back Shawn Slocum, ASU's special teams coach. And let's get right to it. I think, how much did the success of Zane Gonzalez, the accomplishments of Zane Gonzalez, how much did that factor into Brandon Ruiz's decision to come to Arizona State?
I think it factored in a lot, and this is a great place for a kicker to kick. Number one, we're going to score a lot of points on offense. Number two, we've got great weather conditions, and there's a history of good specialists. So I think you take all those things into consideration, and it's a good timing for him because we're losing Zane, and he's a guy that can come in and help us right away.
Well, when you talk about right away, Zane started off as a freshman right away. Now you got Brandon coming in. How do you as a freshman, as a rookie, sometimes you deal with those rookie jitters. How do you get a guy prepped and ready to go for the first game of the season?
Well, in coaching and dealing with kickers, one thing that I think is very important to recognize, not only do they have to have the physical skill set to execute the kicks and do that, but they need to be strong between the ears. And I've been fortunate. The last three kickers that I'm going to be around is Mason Crosby with the Packers, then Zane Gonzalez here, and now Brandon Ruiz. And one thing I've recognized that's a common denominator with these three guys is the strength between the ears and the ability to go make it about the process, not make it about the result. And I think Brandon will step up and will be successful right away.
Now, you mentioned kickoffs, and I think this is a part of the game that gets talked about, but not really in depth, the importance of the touchback, not giving the receiving team a chance to do anything with the ball. And it's certainly obvious from what we saw just on field goal attempts that Brandon Ruiz can get it in and out of the end zone.
He's got a really strong leg. And when you talk about touchbacks, you're taking the potential for an explosive play away. If they can't return it, then they can't have an explosive play. So it's a dynamic that helps us defensively and with field position, and it's something we did well with Zane, and I think Brandon will do the same thing.
Well, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Obviously, this is a huge signing. I personally thought this is the most important recruit of the 2017 class, and this guy is going to be a formidable force for this Sun Devil football team, and we're all looking forward to him getting here and continuing the tradition of having a great kicker.
Absolutely.
And you know what? You're right. There is a tradition here. If you go all the way back to Luis Zendejas, there has been a tradition of great place kickers. And again, you can rely on history in recruiting a student athlete to a certain position.
I think you definitely can because it's demonstrated that it's been done before. And with a young man that had the opportunity to go just about wherever he wanted to across the country, the ability to come here, and it happens to be a local product.
Right.
So, and that's also an advantage for him, making the transition from being a high school kid to a student athlete in college, and I think that will help his transition on the field as well.
And as Shawn just said, all you need to know about Brandon Ruiz, #1 rated place kicker in the country last year in high school football. So congratulations on bringing Brandon Ruiz into the Sun Devil football program.
Thank you. We're looking forward to using him.